can't believe I did that. I mean, really. I have scheduled streams before. I know how to schedule a stream. I don't know what went wrong. I don't know why I didn't schedule. Oh. You are... I know. You are not going to be able to hear what I'm doing because I'm in a state of monitoring. Hang on. I need to add an audio track. Well, this is a mess. Yeah, you can't hear it. That's what I thought. Okay. Also, wow, things are turned off, so you couldn't see those. This is a mess. Also, I started it in 10 frames a second, which is wrong. I shouldn't have done that. I would like to fix it, but I don't know how. Now, I have retimed the animation to fit the beat of the music that you can't hear. But I had to slow it down, and thus it doesn't look right. That's too fast anyway. I mean, just on its own. I need some in-betweens in order to get it to work. But I need to stretch it out too. So there's a beat. Can I place markers? This is why I need help. I like on the timeline. Can I place a marker? Okay, so I need to change the frames per second. That's the first thing that I need to do. Can I change the frames per second on the video? It would be... I don't even know where. See, it says 10 frames a second. That is wrong. Only because I had to slow it down. Now, if I wanted to, I could still do 10 frames a second. And then just so that the animation still looks the way I want the animation to look. But then just try to stretch it out to fit the song that I can hear. But you can't. Here, the problem with me letting you hear the song isn't copyright issues. What the problem is that the desktop audio is monitoring my mic. I'm monitoring my mic and thus have to mute my desktop audio so that you don't hear me listening to myself talk. But I'm going to unmute the desktop. I'm going to play. And then we're going to look at, well, here, let me also... No, that's not right. That's right. We're going to look at this the way that it's supposed to be. as far as I have gotten so far, and you'll see sort of how I need to drag it out for a little bit, but then I'll let you hear more of the song. This is a new song. I'm trying not to spoil it. So I'm going to unmute the desktop audio. I'm going to let it play. I'm going to remute the desktop audio, and then we'll work on it. So something to think of. How do I place markers on the beat so that I know where my character's foot needs to land so that I can stretch this out? That's what I need. Okay, so I don't know if I can actually. Hang on. Maybe, can I expand? I know that the song starts out like right away. Oh, also that's not the step off animation. That's just the walking. Because that's what I was working on. Where's the takeoff animation? This is takeoff. Yeah. Oh no, what I do? What did I do? Anything? I clicked something and something disappeared. He's gone. Okay, I see what happened. So I stop there in order to continue the walk cycle from that position. But now I need to stretch this out. So I don't think I need to stretch out the, well, maybe I do. But this is a mess. This whole situation, everything here is a mess. What is layer 4.7 copy? That's this? What is that? That's layer 5, which is one frame of a full step. Oh, should I start over? That's that's another possibility. So I can take some of these into a new project that is set up properly and then just copy the frames over to make it look better. I think I'll do that. Hang on. New walking animation. All of that's probably correct. I only have the 10 frames a second thing here. It doesn't tell me because it's on a preset. Hang on. I'm destroying my computer right now. (1920, 1080) resolution 300 ppi. Okay. No, the preset was fine. So I'm gonna remove the audio track from this. I guess I could just not save it. Create new timeline. Yeah, because I don't want to do frame animation. Add audio. Push it down. Okay. Now, how did I do this? Because that says 30 seconds. And that's a minute. A minute, very, very little over from a minute. Minute and 002. So it's not even in full 30. Well, I want onion skin on. But what are the onion skin settings? Frames before, frames after. Oh, I could have changed that. See, that was another problem that I was dealing with, was it didn't seem like I had a lot of room before and after. Like I had to keep everything very, very tight, even though I wanted it spaced out. So that's one reason I did 10 frames. One reason, but now it looks like I could change that anyway. But that's not what I'm looking for. I'm looking for some kind of setting here. Is the background not white? Oh, it is. Here, what do I need? What do I need? What do I need? I need takeoff. Let me take it. Let me take it. Please let me take it. Let me take it from here. Layer 3. Let me take this. Let me take this. Let me take this thing. Let me take it from here. Let me put it in the new. Let me remove this, but keep it here. Let me have this, and let me move it elsewhere. This here now here. Yes. Okay. Okay. Kind of. It's a bit of a mess. Just a bit. It always has been. And I'm okay with that. Where's the old walking animation project? Is it in live drawing? No. Strangely enough. Is it in ongoing work? No. Is it in music? No. Is it in raw? No. Is it in did I already say music? There's something it's in music. Okay. Okay. That is annoying. The second frame exists, but it's not animating because I'm not set up properly. There's things I have to change, and I don't remember where they are or how to change them. Because I can change the onion skin setting, but I can't change. No, I need to change the frames per second. Because I'm at 29.97 and that is incorrect. I'm not going to work in 29.97. I've changed this before. Duration, 4 seconds, speed. What? Clip? No. There's not a lot of settings here. If you're frustrated, don't worry, so am I. But maybe tell me what I'm doing wrong. Panel options? No. There's enable onion skins. That's not what I need. Because that's not going to fix. Also, why is it like here and then all of the rest of this is just out? Because it's off time. And I need to fix that. This is a disaster. I thought I was ready. I thought I was ready to do this stream. Well, I wasn't ready, actually. I was going to schedule the stream, but then I accidentally said go live. Why is it not a thing? Okay. You know what it's time for? I can't do it there, though. Fascinating. Fascinating. What channel did I view this how-to video on? It was very important. It's gone forever. It's not in the history of any of my channels on YouTube. So what they were telling me was something that I did here, because I changed this to 10 frames a second somehow. What? Yeah, see, that's not right. It's a project setting. Exactly. So the frame rate should be... I could do 30. That should be fine. And it should sync better that way. Or should I do 20? Only double it. I broke the YouTube app. There's 2 in-betweens and then the next frame. So 2 in-betweens and then the next frame. 2 in-betweens and then the next frame. And on the next frame, I should have the foot stepping down, which is this, I believe. And then that continues on and doubles up. But why is it not this? That's also the same thing. That is doubled up. Okay, so what I need now oh no, over here. What happened? That's not right. That's the wrong foot. What do you mean? No, it's fine. So in these in-between frames, I need to draw what's supposed to be there. That's all I need to do. So in these 2, I just need to draw that and then again. I'm going to be a little weirded out by why one is going to be this frame and one's going to be that frame. No, I need to stretch these out too, because it's got to step on the beat. I think that's the beat. I think that's where the first step needs to be. And then on the 20, and then on the 10. So every 20 frames after that, there needs to be a step. I made progress. Very, very little. But I made progress. Okay, so then how do I stretch this out? Ooh, something I do know how to do. If the speed was down to 40 or 38.5%. Oh, that didn't change anything. I'm not sure what I was expecting. Oh, it did. Okay. Could be 38.5%. There's a reason. Stay with me. I've already determined what percentage. What? Where's the rest of it? I destroyed something else. Some frames disappeared. Frames didn't disappear here. But that happened too quickly, so I do have to stretch this back out to wherever it was. Hang on. How come? What do you mean? There we go. Wow. Yeah, there's a missing forward leg animation. Maybe I have to fill that in myself. Also, the colors are way off. Don't know what happened there. They changed. Is it because it has a faded version on top of it? Because they're fine there. As long as the center's in the same spot. Okay. Yes. That was 8. That's exactly where that needs to be. That is weird because that's not where the beat is. Maybe it was... Maybe it was 39.5. I mean 36.5. Dang it. You can't hear the music. It's all in my head. But it is here. be great if that moved to the right thing. Hmm. I'm thinking maybe I just redraw the whole thing. just a just a new video layer on top of this to hit all of the points that this is hitting, recolor everything, put it all together into one smooth animation all the way through. Maybe. Because I don't know what's happening here. Why is this one a mess now? Doesn't matter. I'm going to redraw it all, right? Why does he drop? Why does he drop? If the middle is still in the same place, why does he drop? Oh, it's not. It's the top of the head. It's the only thing in the same spot. So this is why I thought that starting a new project instead of trying to edit this one would be better. But maybe not. Where did I change the timeline settings? Well, there you go. That was a bad idea. I should have just done what I should have done. Don't should on yourself. We'll add the audio back into here. Where is it gone? After messing with a bunch of stuff, I can work with this. Now it's still too fast, but the frames per second that I can work with is correct now. I'm going to work with 30 frames a second because the walking animation is supposed to be slow. All I have to do is stretch out the animation. I need the takeoff animation to be worked on first, because I go from standing to walking and then to the walk cycle afterwards. So this is the standing to walking right here. I don't know what this is. Or that. I think I'm using those to like I was going to work on a second animation where I'm doing something else. But after putting it in the video editor with the music, and then like I had to slow it down, it was very choppy. There was missing frames. Then I tried to use frame interpolation, but it didn't quite grasp the difference between 10 frames a second frame interpolation with a lot of slowdown to what I needed. It was just messing up the frames. Also, I need to fix this arm. That's too flat on this frame. It went in. It shouldn't do that. So with cleanup in mind, okay, what is this? I want that to be on, everything else to be off, so I know what this is. That's just its own walking animation without color. So that's the two walking animations without color. Those are the ones that I can edit. But do I have a takeoff animation without color? It looks like no. That's frustrating. These are just copies of each other. And they're fully colored, which is good for color reference for filling in their color when I'm done. But I only need one. If I gotta redo the takeoff animation, well, what is this red? again? It looks like I'm just perfectly hiding the red. Okay, that's a reference photo. It's not an animation. It's a reference for what the full single step looks like. But I need a new video layer or to edit the current layer 3. I'm curious as to why there's a layer 4 copy 5, 6, and 7. Why did I copy it that many times? And why is it back there instead of up there? Oh, right. That's weird. How is that supposed to work? I have extra frames that I don't need. I think I just put it on top. I don't know why this is stretched out. Are all of them stretched out? Procrastination. Step needs to happen here. So from takeoff, I need to end up this far. Gonna do the whole say it's not enough. Oh boy. Okay. Hey, how do I do a new video layer? Because it didn't look like there was really an option. What do you mean? Yep, but I want it a video layer. Don't worry. I'm getting to the part where I draw. Eventually. Let's see here. Well, if I can, if I can't, I don't know how. But I'm going to do... do 2 before, 2 after. And what I'm going to end up doing is I'm going to redraw this on top of this. I'm going to fix the arm a bit at the same time. I don't want layer 5 visible. I don't want to do this. I don't want to do this right now. I don't want to do this ever, but here I am. Especially with my hand as shaky as it is right now. And possibly using the wrong pin. Possibly. What? It also disappears occasionally. I'm not sure what it's doing that for. See, I can't. Are you seeing that? What? Right there. It's at a certain distance that it disappears. That's why it's doing that. Look, I get really close, but not touching it, and it disappears. But that's where I like to hover my hand. So I don't know why it's doing that, and I don't know how to turn that off. But it certainly doesn't help. Can't do a straight line. Also, I'm looking at my screen in order to draw. I'm not looking. Like if I was looking at where my pin was, where my hand was, and my pin, and it was, if I was looking at that, it'd be a lot easier. But I got to do things the hard way. You know how it is. Oh, this is an opportunity, though. This is a good opportunity. If the head is a separate layer from the body, then I can have the character look around, do different things, like, you know, without having to edit the body at all. Like, keep the body where it is. So I don't have to delete the head and then draw new frames for the head. I mean, it's all, I guess it wouldn't change anything. Pin, please. Please stop disappearing because of the height you are from the canvas. Please. Messes me up every time because I don't know where the pin is at in that moment. My eyes have a rendering problem. I think it's a rendering problem. And my pin has I hit my keyboard stand problem. But the rendering problem with my eyes is if I look somewhere else for a second and then I try to look back, my eyes have to readjust and communicate to my brain what the thing is, all the information that's in my line of sight all over again. And it takes a bit for me to process. It's a little bit of lag time that didn't used to exist. Right, where I'm like, I look away, I look back, and I'm like, okay, what is all this stuff in front of me? When it used to be just look away, look back, and I'm instantly where I was, and I can see everything that I had seen before. It's almost like I go blind, you know? You've probably experienced this. just a moment of blindness from looking away and then looking back. It's not good. It's not good when your pin disappears and you look back and you have no idea where it was. Also thinking about maybe doing the eye a bit different, but I like the way the eye looks. Why would I do it differently? But I was thinking about it. It's like, do I like the way the eye looks? It forces me to draw a circle multiple times. A somewhat of a circle. And that I'm not a fan of. Okay, so in order to fix the thickness of the arm, which was a problem, stop hitting that. And it's only when the arm goes back. I wanted the arm to be thin, but I didn't want it to look like it had caved in. I also almost did my character, you know. But I was like, no, I want this to be not my cartoon me, but you know, like just a guy. Safelott's just this guy, you know. Hey, what'd you do that for? I was watching myself on the TV. Hitchhikers. It's impossible. I didn't get to draw this on a stream, which is probably why it took me a very long time, because I didn't feel like I had any incentive. It's like a pixel that of blue would be missed to actually get anything done. And so I just didn't do it. And then I did do it. And then I sat on that for a while, not finishing it, because I wasn't doing a stream. I was like, well, I don't feel like it's quite the same to get any work done if nobody's expecting the work to be done. There is an expectation of this to be done, though. the the person who wrote and recorded the song does expect this to be done. They ask about it. I just hadn't been doing it. Okay. See, there's the thing. So frame 1 drawn, right? So I know what this frame needs to look like. And what this frame needs to look like is the second frame. Here. This is bad. Yeah, this is a problem. This is not a video layer. Why? What did I do wrong? It's purple, not blue. I saw this arrow and thought it was a play button. I made a mistake. Did I just do all of that for nothing? No. I can do this. I can fix this. I can make this a video layer. I can turn this into a video layer by I can turn this into a video layer Why? Why did I do that? No, that doesn't work. That's exactly what I tried. Well, hello there. Don't know what that was doing all the way over to the side, but okay. Oh, this is going to take forever. It wasn't in the layer box thing that I do it in. It was here, and I just had to get them next to each other. Okay. I'm learning. I'm learning. We're all learning. Everybody is learning. Stop it and learn. You're learning with me. You, right there. Okay. Fixed that issue. New issues exist. So here I need to trace that. And then I draw an in-between, right? Well... Yeah, so I'm going to have to draw the in-betweens, which is just work that I gave myself, but that's fine. This video layer is going to be everything I need because I originally did not have the song on this computer. It was on that computer. And every time I went to transfer the song, or thought I was going to transfer the song, I ended up attempting to transfer the animation from this computer to that computer. And then I would, because I had the flash drive, and I would bring it over there and I would plug it in and I'd be like, oh, wait, I have the animation over here. And then the next day or whatever, I would come over here and plug in the flash drive and I'm like, oh, wait, I have the animation over here. Of course I have the animation over here on the flash drive is what I'm saying. So I don't need to put the animation on the flash drive. I need to put the animation from the flash drive onto that computer. And then I would go back over to that computer and I would plug it in and be like, oh, wait, I have the animation over here. What? And it wasn't until like today or yesterday, which I did the same thing, that it clicked in my brain. Oh, I need the music that is over there, over here. This is me. This is my life. If I'm not working, I'm not working. And I don't know how to work because I'm not working. What is my life? And this arm is slightly different, but I am still going to make it bigger over here because that was, I think, the reason that I had a shrunken, like an encaved arm on that side. Not that it was completely off, and those pixels bothered me. I might try to fix that too. Okay. Pin. Stop it, Pin. How do I fix that? See, my pin was not there in my brain. I lost track of it because it went invisible. But seriously, how do I fix that? How do I stop it from going invisible when it is a certain distance away from the canvas? Now that I know that that is the issue, I've never tested it before, so I didn't know. Oh no. You know when you're like drawing and you get a really good line and you just keep going and then you mess it up? I got to do shorter lines. What gets me also kind of weirded out about the whole pin disappearing is that I don't know if it's Photoshop or my pen reader or the canvas device. But either way, how does my canvas device know when I'm hovering up here the thickness of my finger away from the canvas? But then when I go in, it's like, oh, if you're not touching the canvas, I don't know where it is anymore. I can't tell you. Why? You don't understand. Have you felt my pain before? Have you ever done what I'm doing and had that issue? Well, good for you. Whether you have or you haven't. I'm not going to be able to do this for very long. What is the setting? I'm sorry, what? Oh, what is this solution they're giving me? Use the top of the pen to erase ink? No, it's never let me do that. Don't lie to me. Don't. No, I'm looking for something else. It's you're just making it impossible for me to draw by disappearing. And I think it happened with an update. I don't think this was original because there were times where I was like, "Oh, I'm running out of battery." No, I'm not. That's not a thing. What do you mean? That's not a setting. Don't tell me that that's a setting. Is there a setting called Windows Ink? People are saying that you need to update a driver, but they're all talking about Wacom tablets. Wacom tablets, whatever they call them. But that's not what I'm dealing with. See, I haven't updated Photoshop in forever, and I haven't updated my pin in forever. But it is a fairly new issue that must have come with a Windows update. So I can't imagine it's the driver for my pin, unless... Also, I don't know where that even exists. Yeah. I did install something with this tablet for my pen. Don't know what it is. I uninstalled it because it was about drawing on my screen. It put up some kind of like digital keyboard situation thing that I wasn't using, so I got rid of it. And plus, Photoshop just recognized the pin anyway. But I don't see... Where are your... Oh man, but I wouldn't know. I can make it darker? See, it's not in cursor, so I don't know. It's got to be the tablet. I don't think it's Photoshop itself that's the issue. But I don't know how to do that, and I need an update. Where... Don't search that. Tech stream, as always. I need to defrag. Disabling Windows Ink. Well, I can't disable Windows Ink. I don't have Windows Ink. This is not a tablet. This is a tablet. But it's an exterior device. A peripheral, if you would call it that. This is the least drawing stream I've ever done. And it's all my fault. I was going to start maybe 30 minutes later than I did and set everything up, make sure that all the technical stuff was out of the way. Didn't turn out that way. And that's fine. Whatever. It'd be in devices, right? Oops. Oops. That's not what I'm looking for. Human interface devices? Or mice and other pointing devices. Well, it's not in keyboards. It's not in mice and other pointing devices. Although I do have 2 pointing devices. But I shouldn't, because nothing else is plugged in. But I do have a pin. Best driver already installed. Cool. Nope. My computer's search has turned up nothing. Well, another day, another time, continuing with the frustration. Until then. Okay. It's like I need to know where it is before I start drawing. It's like the distance got longer. Okay. Okay. It's like invisible until I start. And that is terrible. I can't work with this. I can't work with it. It just disappears. I'm lining it up, but my hand shakes, and by the time I think I'm where I need to be, it disappears, and then it goes somewhere else. It's just gone. Anyway, that's what I'm going to be doing. Try to finish up this animation, put it to the music, and then hopefully someday soon, now that I have learned more about how this works, I can make new animations, make more animations. I'm looking to get into animating a little bit, just a tiny bit. put out a few things that I really wanted to make for a long time and just didn't have the energy to do it. And hopefully now I have the energy. But I need to fix that thing where the pin disappears after hovering by hovering over by a certain amount. And I feel like there is a setting that I have seen that I guess got changed or something, because that was not originally something the pin did. And I just don't know where the setting is. I need to find it. I need to fix it. And I'm not doing that today. Thank you for joining me if you did. Stay safe out there, Commonwealth.